Hey folks, welcome back to another episode of Military Forces Unleashed. Today we're diving into a story that's as legendary as it is bittersweet. Imagine roaring jet engines, sleek fighters slicing through the skies, and a celebration that felt more like an adrenaline-fueled air show than a ceremony. We're talking about the Turkish Air Force and 50 years of the iconic F-4E Phantom. From epic flybys to a jaw-dropping elephant walk, this event was a fitting farewell to a true aviation legend. Stay tuned as we join the 111 Filo Panter squadron for the Phantom's spectacular final act in Turkey. Let's rewind the clock to the early 1970s. The Turkish Air Force was at a crossroads. With tensions simmering in the region and a growing need for a multi-role combat jet, they turned to a tried-and-true powerhouse, the McDonnell Douglas F-4E Phantom II. Built like a tank, fast as hell, and capable of carrying a small nation's worth of ordnance, the Phantom became the backbone of Turkey's air superiority. Over the years, the Phantom proved itself in countless missions, from border patrols to combat operations. It wasn't just a jet, it was a statement, a symbol of Turkey's ambition to stand tall in the aerospace arena. By the 1980s, the Turkish Air Force's Phantom fleet had grown to over 200 aircraft, each one upgraded and fine-tuned for modern warfare. And of course, who can forget the legendary 111 Filo Panter squadron? These guys didn't just fly Phantoms, they made them dance. But here's the kicker. Despite its age, the Phantom remained relevant thanks to Turkey's ingenuity. With avionics upgrades and weapons integration, they kept the old bird flying strong. And let's not forget the stunning paint jobs, each one a tribute to the Phantom's storied history. Now, fast forward to this year's celebration, where Turkey threw a send-off party for the ages. First up, the elephant walk. For the uninitiated, this isn't about pachyderms. It's about a lineup of jets so intimidating it would make any adversary think twice. Dozens of Phantoms stood side by side on the tarmac, engines roaring like a chorus of war drums. It was a spectacle that screamed, "We're not done yet!" Then came the close formation flybys. This wasn't your average air show, this was precision flying at its finest. Watching these jets glide in perfect harmony was like watching a military ballet, except louder, faster, and a lot more badass. And leading the charge? The 111 Filo, proving once again why they're called the Panter Squadron. But the real showstopper? A special Phantom decked out in commemorative livery, shining bright under the Turkish sun. It wasn't just a jet, it was a flying museum, a tribute to 50 years of service. If jets could talk, this one would probably say, "You're welcome, Turkey." What made the Phantom so special for Turkey? Let's talk tech. This beast could hit Mach 2.3, fast enough to outrun most missiles of its time. It carried a ridiculous payload, from air-to-air missiles to precision-guided bombs, and its radar was cutting edge for the era. But here's the thing. Turkey didn't just settle for the off-the-shelf version. They upgraded their Phantoms with Israeli avionics, turning them into flying supercomputers, by 1980 standards, of course. In pop culture terms, the F-4E Phantom is like the muscle car of the skies. Not the sleekest, not the most advanced, but it's got charisma. It's the kind of jet you root for, the underdog that punches above its weight. And let's not forget its combat record. The Phantom earned its stripes in conflicts like Operation Desert Storm and the Yom Kippur War. In Turkey, it served as a deterrent, a guardian of the skies, and a workhorse for decades. All right, let's get real for a moment. The Phantom is a legend, no doubt, but it's also a relic. Its maintenance costs are through the roof, and its fuel consumption, let's just say it drinks like a sailor on shore leave. While it's still a formidable platform, newer jets like the F-16 and F-35 have made it look like yesterday's news. Then there's the elephant in the room, operational safety. The Phantom's age has led to some unfortunate mishaps over the years, reminding us that even legends have their limits. And while the upgrades kept it relevant, they also came with a hefty price tag. Was it worth it? Absolutely. But it's a bittersweet farewell, knowing that this workhorse has finally reached the end of its runway. So, what's the takeaway here? The Turkish Air Force didn't just operate the Phantom, they elevated it. For 50 years, this jet was a symbol of resilience, adaptability, and raw power. The farewell celebration wasn't just about honoring the past, it was about acknowledging a legacy that shaped Turkey's Air Force into what it is today. All right, folks, that's a wrap for today's episode. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest uploads. And hey, let's keep the conversation going in the comments. What's your favorite Phantom memory? Or better yet, which legendary aircraft should we cover next? Drop your thoughts below. I read every single one of them. Thanks for tuning in to Military Forces Unleashed. See you in the next one, and as always, stay sharp and stay curious.